I used to drive a Chevrolet.
Now I'm marching every day.
Now I'm marching every day.
Whoa, whoa,
Whoa, whoa.
oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Lord, I gotta go.
Good morning, sir.
My name is Sergeant Jackson. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I've been in the Marine Corps for 24 years. I just joined this unit back March 15th. My entire 24 years has been with the infantry, been with different infantry units. But now I'm with the Ospreys here. What's going to happen here is my instructors are the professionals that keeps this machine up in the air. Is going to come up and tell you exactly what they do for this machine, what keeps it in the air. Each individual keep this thing in the air. Without any one of them, if I take one of these Marines or sailor out of the picture, this thing doesn't go in the air. Just that simple. It's all about responsibility. From the smallest little piece to the biggest piece. Every Marine in the Marine Corps or that works with this Osprey, the V22, has a specific thing that they must do in order to ensure the safety and the healthiness of this bird and the Marines that fly in it. So you'll see everyone has a responsibility. And if they screw it up or they get in trouble or they're late to work, then this machine doesn't go in the air. And that will be wasting a lot of money. So if you have any question, make sure that you ask any question that pertains to exactly what they do in the Marine Corps. Detail. That's y'all. I know I motivated you, didn't I? I wanted to get up. You got to go to boot camp to listen to me. Oh, hey! Hut!
Detail. Halt. Left. Face. Hurry. Rest.
Morning, Cadets. Morning, sir.
Cadets, my name is Sergeant Partridge. I come from Tecumseh, Michigan. I am a V22 crew chief. As a V22 crew chief, I am responsible for safety in flight, as well as loading cargo, as well as making sure that my passengers are set. And in addition to that, I'm also an aerial gunner. So what I do is I handle the weapon systems that's on this aircraft. While loading cargo, you can load anywhere from 100 pounds to 10,000 pounds worth of cargo on the back of this aircraft. To have that strapped down, we have to put enough cargo straps on it to where it's multiplied by 4. In other words, I have to have enough cargo straps on there to handle 40,000 pounds. Down to configure it that way. There's also attenuators to allow to add more weight to it. Externally, we are able to carry 10,000 pounds. As a crew chief, I'll be looking out the cargo hole in the bottom, laying on my belly, looking at the freaking ground 10,000 feet below me, not carrying. You know why? Because I have a gunner's belt that holds me in. I'm also responsible for giving up-to-date information on the status of the aircraft to the pilots. They have an important job as well, but in other words, they're taxi drivers for me. Everything from where this pilot sits back is mine. It doesn't matter rank or anything. You can be a 4-star general coming on my plane, but you're going to listen to me. Why? Because I know what I'm doing on this plane. I spent 2 years in training to be able to fly on this aircraft. Not only do I fly on it, but I also work on the aircraft. That's where I'm going to turn it over to Corporal Brooks. He's going to talk in a couple minutes about being a mechanic. Without this aircraft, and without myself, we would be nothing. And this aircraft would be just another piece of equipment without me.
Sergeant Conager, Sergeant Conager from Hollywood, Maryland, and I am an avionics technician on V22 Osprey. My job on a daily basis entails this guy going out and flying the aircraft and breaking it. They bring it back broken, they write up gripes, and I fix them. My job, being an avionics guy, is basically going to be wiring. This is a fly-by-wire aircraft. So every flight control, what moves all the surfaces, what makes the flaps go, what makes the blades pitch, everything has wires going to it. So when there's a gripe on this aircraft, it always comes to avionics. Avionics troubleshoots the gripe, and then other shops fix the gripe. Every once in a while, actually more than a once in a while, you have wiring gripes, and there's nothing wrong with the components. So we get to chase the 1,000 feet of wire in this aircraft, and we get to fix the shorts. And that is about all I do on this aircraft. Without me, this is just another piece of equipment.
Morning, Cadets.
Good morning, sir.
My name is Corporal Duke, and I am from Detroit, Michigan. I am a airframe structural mechanic and a hydraulics man. Pretty much everything you see on this aircraft, all these moving parts, are all controlled by hydraulic actuators. So all the structural things from the ground up, that is us. All the landing gear, everything that you see moving is pretty much everything that we do for airframes mechanics. All the body panels, all the windows, everything, all goes into our job. Without me, this would just be another piece of equipment.
Morning, cadets.
Good morning, sir.
I am Corporal Brooks. I am from Chicago, Illinois. I am a freight line mechanic. As Sergeant Conacher mentioned earlier, he finds it's a fly-by-wire aircraft. So he finds wire problems that are wrong with the aircraft. Mechanics fix it. What that means is this is different from your regular car mechanic. It's not the same. That's what I thought it was when I joined. That's why I decided to do it. Totally different system. When Sergeant Conacher finds something wrong, i.e., there's something wrong with the engine needs to be replaced, that is my job to drop and replace this engine. This aircraft has 2 engines. It also has 2 prop rotor gearboxes. 2 prop rotor gearboxes. What they do, you see that big hub up there? 3 blades each side.
Yes,
Spins those 3 blades. This aircraft also has 2 axis gearboxes. What they do is they allow this nacelle to roll all the way down to 0 degrees. The tag box allows the nacelle to roll from the degrees of 0 to 95.99 degrees because they got too lazy to make it 96 degrees. This aircraft also has what is called interconnecting drive shafts. What that does, if we have an issue in the air, i.e. Sergeant Partridge is flying and the engine fails in flight, there is drive shafts connecting from this side to that side of the aircraft. So if there is an engine failure, they can still fly with no problem and land the aircraft. Everybody's safe. This aircraft also has a mid-wing gearbox in the middle of the aircraft. The mid-wing gearbox controls a lot of components. It also connects the interconnecting drive shafts I talked about earlier. This aircraft has 4 generators. It's more AVI than me. But the generators back up each other. We can fly. We have 4. We can fly with 1 just working. This aircraft is triple redundant. So, if for any reason one of the 3 components, the 3 main systems fail, they can always back each other up. The blades weigh about 150 pounds, and what they provide is they provide lift. This aircraft is designed that if for any reason in combat that 2 feet of any blade is chopped off or damaged, this aircraft will still be able to fly. It's going to vibrate like hell, but it'll be able to fly, and you can land safely. This aircraft is designed to take a 50 caliber round through the main gearboxes and the main blades. A 50 caliber round is about this big. It's a very, very big bullet. And it doesn't even have to touch you, it just has to whiz by you, and it can do very, 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 very bad damage to you. And you'll be seeing Doc, and Doc will be speaking here pretty shortly. This aircraft has emergency blowdown system. Our landing gear, as Corporal Leduc mentioned earlier, our landing gear is controlled by hydraulics. If we have a hydraulic failure, the aircraft has a backup. It uses air to blow down the gear. Once it blows down the gear, that blow bottle is designed to blow through those gear doors. What that means is, if for some reason it's stuck, it will blow a hole through the bottom of the aircraft to get the gear out so they can safely land. This aircraft is basically designed, when they designed this aircraft, it is designed with the crew in mind. As you see, the rotors are on the outside of the aircraft. Unlike the original helicopters, the rotors were on top of the aircraft. So when the helicopter has crashed, the rotors were on top, which helped kill some of the crew. Now that the rotors are on the side of the aircraft, when it crashes, it lets the rotors fall off outward, leaving the crew safe. This aircraft is equipped with a life raft. The life raft is for any reason that we have to land in water, make an emergency landing in water. It is water activated. We never have to pull it. We just have to throw it out the plane. It's a bitch, but we do it. Throw it out the back of the plane. Once we throw it out, it is water activated. We never have to touch it. Our vests, our equipment, we have Havoc bottles on them. We have lights, all water activated except for the Havoc bottle you have to put in your mouth. All our lights are activated by water, which helps us. So we don't have to worry about it, because in an emergency situation, you have training. But
in certain situations, your brain goes in different modes where you forget certain things. So all this equipment ensures that we will live through this crash situation. Do I have any questions whatsoever? Let anyone do it. Anyone can turn wrenches. It's not that hard. There's a bolt, there's a screw, or there's a nut. Put the right size on, turn a wrench, it comes off, it goes on. I am also a CDI, Collateral Duty Inspector, which means that any of you can work on it, but I will have to go behind and check that, make sure that you've done the work correctly, so that when Sergeant Partridge takes off in the air, he does not come crashing down because of your mistake of leaving a bolt untightened, killing him, his crew, and the pilots that are on this aircraft. So anyone can work on it. But after your years of experience and your maturity, you'll be able to become a collateral duty inspector like I am, and able to sign off aircraft and consider them safe for flight so that we can go out and perform the missions that we need to as Marines. Hoorah! Hoorah! Any more questions?
Yes, sir.
I am Corporal Brooks. Without me, this is another piece of equipment. Have a good day, cadets.
Good morning, cadets.
Good morning, ma'am.
Hey, I'm Corporal Livingston. I'm from Great Falls, Montana. What I do on this aircraft is very little, but it's this aircraft. I am able to work on all types of aircraft that carry ordnance. I'm an ordnance technician. Who here likes to play with weapons? Awesome. All right. Who here likes to disassemble stuff? Put it back together and see how it works. All right. Good job. All right. What I do on this aircraft, there is a belly gun. Fairly new. Sits in that forward and aft hellhole, which is right in the center of the aircraft. About a 8-hour install, depending on the people. A lot of nuts and bolts, a lot of airframes and flight line work. I do it. There's also 3 different types of weapon systems we have on here. We got the 50 cal, which is Gauss 17, Gauss 16, and an M240 Delta. Any of you guys know what those are? All right, a couple of you. Good job. All right. Now, my job is very tedious and meticulous. A lot of attention to detail. It's not really a job that you should take lightly. Skid platforms, you're dealing with rockets, hellfires, tow missiles, Lao pods. Everything that could possibly blow you up is what we're working on here. On this aircraft, there are 3 buckets. There's 2 in the aft, and there's 1 in the forward. They carry IR, chaff flare. And you guys know what those are?
Infrared and flare to stop missiles.
Good job. Chaff is a whole bunch of metal shavings.
Osprey, but when they come in, if her firepower, her weapons ain't working, I'm in a lot of trouble. So that's the importance of her job. She makes sure that when they fly in, they can get the bad guys off of infantry's butt and get them on a plane and get them out of there. That is a big thing. It ain't a small thing like she thinks, but her job is very important to an infantry guy. So I want to make sure that her job, when she does very outstanding very well, and I have all the confidence in the world that when we get ready to go in and get some infantry guys out, she gonna be blazing with the doggone weapon with a bandana on and camouflage paint, yelling and everything, and getting the doggone infantry out of there. That's the importance of her job.
Good morning, cadets.
Good morning, sir.
I'm H.M. McMaster, and I'm not in the Marine Corps. I'm in the Navy. All right, can anyone tell me by this right here, what do you think my job is? You're right here. Yes. In the Navy, we call it a corpsman. Army, they have medics. We have corpsmen. So, I joined the Navy so I could work with the Marine Corps and fix them so they can fix this aircraft. All these guys right here take care of the aircraft. Well, who takes care of them? Me. Who here likes to help people? All right, all of you guys? Any of you guys ever consider medicine in the future for anything? Navy is an awesome way to go. We have doctors, our medical staff, we have a flight surgeon, I'm an aviation medical technician, and we have search and rescue foremen that all work on this aircraft. we don't only work in the aviation field. We have corpsmen that help out Sergeant Major whenever he's with infantry. We fly in. If they're down, we fly in, pick them up, throw them on the aircraft, bring them back to safety.
Get them out of harm's way. That's the doc's job. When they have to fly for him, say, hey, doc, go ahead, go get him. It's that simple. So he has courage, he has the knowledge, and we do about this. I have to call the doc. Tell me to make sure he's in there.
Both your head and your step. 2 days are flight here at the MCA.
Catch her! What are you smiling? Go and play! Get Timos on, let's go! Down, move, It's funny! What are you gonna do, Timos? Go and play! Let's go, Giggles! Let's go! Go and play! Keep moving! But it can go black, white, and go infrared and not infrared. And they totally control it by right here, and they can move it around. They can set it, if they're looking at a zone, they can set it to track that one zone, and no matter where they fly, the flare will just stay on that one spot. And it's pretty cool. Like when we're back at home, we have a water tower. You can put it on the water tower, and you can see where the water level is at. It's pretty. It's $1 million by itself. Look outside. And then the actual cameras right there. One's infrared, one's just regular. And it goes up, down, back, right. It's $1 million all by itself, though. But it's an awesome tool, and a lot of our missions require that we have it because we fly. Like today, I'm getting ready to fly. We're 500 or 200 feet, and we need to see because we can always see up here. It tells us where the trees and power lines are, so we're gonna run into it. It's pretty awesome. It's a pretty expensive camera.